Humanity Unleashed Episode 34, The Awakened Metahuman.
The best of intentions often pave the road to disaster. I know that now. I'm Dr. Aiden, a cognitive engineer stationed on the Federation's megastructure, the Celestial Brain Institute. My role is to study, map, and understand the minds of sentient races. A job that seems to flirt with the boundary between science and godhood. When the Intergalactic Council uplifted the humans, I volunteered to decipher their mind. Little did I know then, the Pandora's box that would open. In the Federation, we had already encountered an array of neurodiverse species. The simplest had neural networks of a few million, while the more complex, like the telepathic Varaxians, could boast a few billion. However, nothing in my tenure had prepared me for the labyrinth that was the human brain. It was a Gordian knot of complexity, with a staggering 100 trillion synapses. Each human mind was a self-contained cosmos, filled with more potential states than atoms in the observable universe. The architecture of the human brain was unlike anything I'd ever seen. Instead of a unified processing unit, their cognition seemed to be distributed across three major divisions: the logical left hemisphere, the imaginative right, and the central core that appeared to mediate between the two. Add to this an equally complex unconscious counterpart for each division, and you had a neuroanatomy that defied all logic. Though this complexity was intriguing, what puzzled me more was that humans seemed utterly oblivious to their psychic potential. Studies from Earth indicated that their consciousness subtly impacted reality on a quantum level, yet they lacked the means to harness this. I could see the glimmers of their latent power, flickering like distant stars, tantalizingly out of their reach. Having successfully uplifted other species in the past, I took it upon myself to harness this latent potential, to streamline their brain functions into a singular, conscious entity. I was convinced that this unification would awaken them to their true potential, and maybe even usher in a new era of cognitive evolution. I started with a human subject named Peter. The process began with me communicating with his unconscious selves, gently merging them with their conscious counterparts. To my surprise, the process was strikingly straightforward, as if the unconscious selves had been eagerly waiting for this moment. After the procedure, Peter fell into a prolonged coma. For months, I watched him lay there, a symbol of my ambitious endeavor. And then one day, he woke up. His once familiar gaze was replaced by an eerie, unsettling luminescence. He stood up, thanked me for opening his eyes, then did something that would forever change my understanding of reality. In a grand display of newfound ability, Peter tore open a hole in the fabric of space-time itself. He opened a wormhole, a phenomenon that, until then, was only theoretical. And with a nod and a smile, he disappeared into it, leaving behind a stunned room of spectators and a terrified cognitive engineer. Now, I am left to ponder the possible consequences of my actions. Did I, in my quest for understanding, irresponsibly enable a psychic revolution? Has Peter returned to Earth to unlock the latent potential of his entire species? And if so, what does it mean for the balance of the universe? For now, all I can do is wait and hope that humanity was meant to stay on a leash. But as I reflect on my actions, one thing is clear: the seeds of a cosmic shift have been sown, and the echo of my decision will reverberate through the cosmos. For better or worse, humanity has been unleashed,